I call the member for Pittwater.
Mr Speaker, the recent Sydney Morning Herald article by Carrie Fellner called "Furious Sydney-siders build their mansions and then ask for forgiveness later" struck a deep chord in Pittwater, not just because the article named suburbs in our electorate, but because it confirmed what we've known for years: our planning system is being undermined by a select small few. In Palm Beach and Whale Beach, Newport and other areas of Pittwater, blocks are being bulldozed and replaced at times by oversized mansions that are built in flagrant breach of planning rules. Often these homes are not built, what they build is not approved by council, but once it is finished, when land and views have been maximised, tree canopies decimated and concrete poured all over the block, nearly every inch of it, developers and wealthy homeowners lodge modification applications or retrospective DAs or building information certificates, effectively seeking forgiveness instead of permission. Another issue is a bit more common, which is listing the cost of building works for far less than actually that they do cost. One of the most infamous local examples is that of the $20 million mega mansion built by Jennifer Hawkins and Jake Wall at Whale Beach. It takes up a huge section of the headland, now has a huge retaining wall as well as a huge mansion on it, and is quite frankly a blight on the landscape that's seen from across the beach and the other headland. The media covered that many locals have complained that what was actually built went far beyond the original plan submission plans submitted. And yet, despite public outcry and the council reportedly confirming that the confirmed cost of the project had been exceeded, there is no precedent for charging additional fees. But the problem is far deeper than just celebrity builds. I have a lot of emails from constituents. One recently shared to me that a building has literally taken up the beach in breach of what was allowed to be built. Vanished beneath seawalls, sandbags and tide piles, the result of negligent development and a complete failure of enforcement. Although neighbours and councils raised objections, nothing happened. No rectification, no follow-up. Nearby, another property was approved as a restrained grey 3-storey home with native landscaping and a grass driveway, but what was built ended up being a huge whitewash villa, terracotta tiles, reflective white render and illegal stairs, chopped down Norfolk pines illegally, and to this day still no occupation certificate. However, the owners have lived there since 2023, unbothered, while council officials, who apparently dropped their jaws during site visits, only later said that modifications would be approved. This culture of retrospective approvals and rubber stamping of modifications and zero enforcement does undermine public trust in our planning system. It fuels the belief that there is one rule for the wealthy landowners and homeowners with legal teams and private certifiers and another for everyone else. One block at a time. The other issue I wanted to raise, that particularly in my electorate, which is known for its tree canopy, that we do have an amazing tree canopy protected by our current LEP. Now, the LEP is being harmonised as a result of council amalgamations a couple of years ago, and that new LEP, draft LEP, sits with the planning department at the moment for approval. What is important to recognise is not only the tree canopy is protected by the council's local canopy plan, but also the conservation zoning within that LEP, which is now harmonised. I want to acknowledge some groups in my community that fought very, very hard for those conservation zones to remain. They include Avalon Preservation Society, Palm Beach Whale Beach Association, Newport Residents Associations, and individuals like Marita McRae. I want to acknowledge how important that tree canopy is to Pittwater, which is defined as homes nestled in trees rather than homes with trees dotted and surrounding. We have had koalas in our electorate and still have signs up saying that to watch out for them if you're driving, although they no longer exist. While we have lost our koalas, we have huge biodiversity, and these C zonings, the conservation zonings, allow for biodiversity pathways and ensure that the ecological significance of our area, that comes with many other benefits as well, including cooling in the summer, and aesthetic values, need to be retained. So we must ensure that the new harmonised LEP keeps all those conservation zones, and we also must end the culture of retrospective development approvals or building information certificates when there are significant breaches.